Hey everyone, we bought a house.
Woohoo! Here are the 5 tips we're going to be telling you about in this video that are going to help you with a smooth real estate purchase. Hey everyone, welcome back to Living in YYC, and yes, we actually have bought a house.
Yes, we have. It's been a week.
It was so exciting, my voice went up. Anywho, and in this video today, we wanted to tell you about the 5 tips that we feel are so important to make your real estate purchase easy and stress-free. And if you're looking for some help navigating this market, I'm going to tell you right now, just reach out, book a call on our calendar. It's in the link below in the description of this video. So let's get right to it. The top 5 tips that helped us in this journey. And I'll be honest, we try and make it easy and stress-free, and there are times when it does get a little stressful.
Yes.
Not gonna lie. But here are the top 5 tips. So number 1, I think when we started our journey, we had to be open-minded, and we realized that kind of in the last few months, right? So we started wanting to stay in the community that we're in, which is Woodbine. It's a community that was built in the 80s. There's these beautiful townhomes that kind of back on Fish Creek Park. They all needed renovation.
Yes.
The bathrooms were super small. That was one of the things we wanted to improve, especially with our primary suite. And the biggest issue for us is we have 2 large dogs, and that would have been a challenge. And a lot of these townhouse complexes, you know, they have condo bylaws that oftentimes prohibit dogs over a certain size. So open-mindedness, talk a little bit about how that changed for you over this whole process.
Yeah, it was a process.
Yeah.
You know, we started with the townhouses, like you said, and we watched and watched to see if something would come on, and nothing did. Like, it was to the point where we were going to write a letter and go and deliver it to homeowners and say, please sell us your house. That would be great. So I think it was, we started expanding our search a little bit. We were looking at possibly duplexes or single families. We expanded our neighborhood search. We did all of that. We just weren't finding the right fit for us.
Yeah, exactly. We were looking at possibly getting into a semi-detached with a fully legalized suite so that we could Airbnb it or short-term rental it. And when we started looking at the cost of that, either to purchase one that was built in the last couple of years or to build it ourselves, which was really not an option for us. We didn't want to live through another renovation. If you haven't watched our what renovations we've done to our house, we'll put that one up here so you can check out everything we've done to this house. But we really didn't want to do that. And then I was looking online one day, which is going to be point number 2. And I saw this semi-detached come up in a community called Yorkville. So for example, this whole community is hardy board siding. Well, we go through hailstorms all the time here in Calgary. That's like a plus right there. Looked like the right layout. And then we went to go see it. We both loved it. It has 2 offices, which for us, because we both work from home, was perfect. So now let's go to point 2, which is look online first. And when we do a buyer consult with our clients, we always talk about it's a funnel, right? You're gonna have all these listings at the top and they're gonna funnel their way down. You're gonna eliminate so many of them just by looking online, because many, if not all, I'm gonna say many listings nowadays have a 3D tour. You can get a really good feel for the listing by looking at it online. And I know you looked at a lot of them online, as did I, right?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's imperative because it gives you an idea of what the actual layout is gonna be like. And you know, it's one of those things, you see it online and you think, oh, this looks huge. And then you actually go in the space and it's not that big.
Yeah. And it was the opposite with the house we purchased. For whatever reason, the photos did not do the space justice.
Yes.
And so that's why eventually you're going to have your rolling top 3. You're wanting to go look at them in person, but first do the eliminations online, because there's many things, you know, we wanted a white kitchen, right? Ideally, and certain things like that. So definitely look online first, and then we're going to get to the point where we're actually going to go look in person. Third one here, and you know, this is a tip. It's a pretty basic one, but get pre-approved, right? The worst thing you don't want to have happen is you go write an offer, and we actually don't go look with clients until they're pre-approved. But if by any chance you're not using us as your real estate agents, which we can't help everyone, we understand that, get the pre-approval done. You don't want to fall in love with a house that you can't afford to buy.
Yeah, that's very disappointing when that happens. So it's a good thing to know. The other thing is too, in this market right now, I mean, we're still technically a seller's market.
Technically, yeah.
Technically a seller's market. So there are instances where somebody will list a house and they'll put it well under market value because they want to drive it up. They want to have multiple offers on that property. So if your pre-approval is to 500,000, for example, but you're looking at a house that's 500,000, and we know because we do the research ahead of time to find out what homes are going for,
Yeah.
and then you fall in love with it, and then it goes for 20,000 over ask. That's very disappointing.
Yeah,
we don't want to
it's very
set anybody up for that. So
we set those expectations with people just to do a little sidebar here during that buyer consultation.
Yes.
So there's a little plug for it again down in the description below. All right, so there's pre-approval, there's being open-minded, there's looking online. And then number 4, this is really important, and this is where professional real estate agents like Natalie and myself will give you what we call market intelligence. So Natalie just spoke about it. What are homes selling for in that area in the last 30 days as it relates to list price, right? So if you're pre-approved, Natalie used that 500 number, but we know the homes are going for 1, 2, 3, 4% above asking in that neighborhood.
Yes.
That's probably not the right house for you to be looking at. We want to manage your expectations so again, you don't fall in love with a house that you can't afford to purchase. So we're going to talk about like what is pricing in the area. If you need to do updates, what do those things cost? So for example, we have great contractors that can let us know pretty much to the dollar, not exactly, but a really good ballpark idea of what a basement development costs. For us, we were looking at potentially developing a legalized suite. Well, what does that cost? And you know what? It totally lined up with what the builder said that thing would cost, which was a legalized suite. So understanding that kind of stuff, because you have to work that into your total budget. You can also add that as another sidebar here with your mortgage with a purchase plus improvement. So whether it's done right now or not, you can still add that depending on what your overall budget is. So we talked about, things like basement development, flooring. So the house we're purchasing, we're going to be doing flooring on the upstairs for sure, potentially the stairs too, just because I have bad allergy issues. So to get rid of carpet is fantastic. So we understand we have a pretty good ballpark, and that's where we can help you because we have all these resources for you to help with that. So number 5, what is it, Natalie?
Enjoy the process.
Yeah.
And it is fun. It is very fun. It's very much, it can be emotional for sure, but that's where we get to step in and sort of help level the situation out so it's not so overwhelming. There are always a lot of moving parts, so you just gotta take a breath and relax, and just once you find the right place, then you can start imagining where your furniture is gonna go and what kind of paint you're gonna do and all of those little things, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, that's great. I love that too. Just really enjoy the process. And that's why you have real estate agents. You don't talk directly to the seller. Some people find that odd, but oftentimes emotions get involved, right? So we don't want emotions to get in the way of you purchasing. Maybe it's not your dream home, maybe it is, but we don't want the emotions to get in the way of that. So thanks for watching this whole video. We hope that helped. And we've just gone through this process. It was super fun. Yeah, it had some stressful moments for sure. But we love to help people in this journey of where you are now to where you want to get to. So if that is you, click that link in the description below. Book into our calendar. It's completely no obligation. We just want to help. So if that's you, again, please do that. And you know what? Coming up next, we're going to be telling you more next week about our listing and how we did that. So stick around for that. Thanks so much for watching this one. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody you know that might be looking to purchase a home here in Calgary, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.